Hi everyone, this is Danielle, and as you can see today, I had a couple of helpers to do this buttercream frosting recipe. Normally, you would want to make sure that the butter is out and soft at room temperature. I had to actually microwave it a little bit, and it kind of separated, so it's still good, but just a heads up. My little helper is whipping it up, getting it smooth before we put the other ingredients in. This will just make for a smoother buttercream. As you can see, it takes a little longer with helpers, but they enjoy the interaction. Once you've got it smooth, you'll start adding the ingredients. So here I added some espresso powder to give it a little coffee flavor and enhance the chocolate. And then once we had that, added vanilla. And you can see I'm eyeballing it. I've made buttercream a few times and it's really to taste. So, put in what your heart desires for vanilla and other things. And the powdered sugar will obviously make it sweeter, but it will also make it stiffer. So it depends on what kind of uh, stiffness you want on the cake or whatever you're icing. See, I'm putting in about 1 to 2 cups of powdered sugar. This will depend on the consistency you want. And then I put in just a tad bit of milk, but just, you can go by the actual recipe that's on the back of the Hershey dark chocolate for theirs, or you can use the powdered sugar bag usually has a recipe as well, or you can get it online. It's pretty standard. And we just mix it all together here and work it to get together. Once you get some of that done and put together, you'll want to add in the dark chocolate powder as well. And we had not too much left in the box or container, so we just threw what we could in. Obviously, the chocolatier that you want it, the more you'll put in. Uh, and you can just go with the actual container measurements as well. But like I said, we were just eyeballing it. A lot of people in the kitchen at the same time this go around, which made it more fun. To make it more spreadable, I put a little bit more milk in. And then if you ever put too much milk in, you can always put more powdered sugar in or more of the cocoa powder. As you can see, the frosting's slightly not together there, and that's because of the fact that I microwave the butter instead of have it soften. And just so you know, this is the cocoa we use, and they have the recipes on the back. Make sure you get that nice and stirred up. Get all the powdered sugar off the sides and bottom and all the ingredients together. And if you own a KitchenAid, it's really nice to use that. Then, like I said earlier, taste it, see if it's the right flavor profile you want, and then, let everyone else taste it. All right, now to frost. Take an offset spatula. I like to use a small one, or just use regular spatula, depending on how pretty you want to make it, and start smoothing it on there. We don't like a ton of frosting on our cakes. I mean, definitely need enough to cover it, but not trying to make the whole thing be just frosting. And also this was the middle part that I was frosting, so just get a little bit in there between the layers. Now if you put too much, it smushes out the sides, so make sure you center the frosting in the middle. And then I usually just pretty much dump it all out. Obviously the spatula doesn't work great for doing that, and I should have gotten an actual spatula out, not the frosting one. Thankfully, somebody gave me a spatula, one of my many helpers yesterday. Now just take the offset spatula, smooth it around so you have, frosting well on the edges, because you're going to then push down the frosting on the side and section by section and try to catch it basically as it goes down, so you can smooth it around the sides of it. So I'll take and push a bunch down in the one section, smooth, and then rotate. Normally I have a rotating disc underneath this, but I didn't yesterday. And usually doesn't take too long to ice it. Obviously, if you want it prettier, it'll take a little bit more time, but more over flavor than it being super pretty. And you can just go around smooth, make sure that there's no holes anywhere. And here's your Hershey's Cocoa Special Dark Chocolate Cake. And a reminder, this isn't sponsored. And then you've got that first beautiful cut that dished out just right. You'll notice I'm using a cheese knife right now, but it works just the same. It kind of works perfectly for dishing it out, actually. As you can see, that was super simple. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.